Good morning, children. Welcome to our EVS class. Our topic for today is Birth of a Nation. Children, you've already studied about the freedom struggle, great leaders of India who sacrificed their lives for gaining our freedom, and the revolutions which led to our independence. Children, Indian independence movement was series of historic events which ensured exit of British from our country. The movement took place from 1857 to 1947 and succeeded in making India an independent country. Though India became free on 15th August 1947, the country was still facing a lot of problems. There were still some states against joining the Indian nation, and there was a challenge before the leaders to decide the form of government, the duties and rights of the people, and the laws to be followed by the people. India is a diverse country with varied religions, castes, and cultures. To shape a nation that was united, yet accommodative of the diversity of the country, was the biggest challenge in front of the leaders of the country. To ensure development and well-being of the whole society and not only of the section of people was the biggest challenge, and to evolve effective policies for economic development and eradication of poverty was the biggest challenge. So, to fulfill the needs of the citizens of India was the main challenge in front of the leaders of the independent country. The leaders of Free India decided to form a constituent assembly to prepare a draft of the constitution. It was prescribed by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, our first president. The chairman of the drafting committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. After long debates and discussions, our constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949. It gave us the laws to govern our nation. Children, let's talk about constitution. A constitution is a set of laws to rule a country. Children, you all are studying in a school. You know, to run a school, we need a principal, we need teachers, admin staff, workers, etc. And then in a school, there are certain rules that we all have to follow. That what time to come to school, when will be the school get over, what type of uniform you have to wear, what kind of books you have to carry. All these rules we have to follow. When all of us follow these rules, then only a school functions. Similarly, for sports, whether it is cricket or hockey, there are certain rules that the players have to follow. And because the rules are there, a certain decisions can be made and a healthy game can be played. Similarly, children, to run a country, we all need a set of rules. So, what is constitution? Our constitution is a book of rules which govern people of a nation. Children, our country adopted our constitution on 26 November 1949, and our constitution became effective on 26 January 1950, and this day is celebrated as Republic Day of India. The main idea of constitution was given in preamble. Preamble is introduction to constitution. Preamble forms brief introductory statement that sets out the guiding principle and purpose of constitution. The four important words in the preamble are sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic republic. Justice, social, economic, and political. This thought has been taken from Soviet Union Republic, that is Russian Constitution. Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship has been taken from French Constitution. So, children, let's understand the meaning of important words in the preamble of the Constitution. Sovereign, it means we are an independent country. We are not ruled by any other country. We are free from internal and external pressure. It also means that we are free to follow internal and external policies. Secular, it means no particular religion is preferred. All religions are respected and treated as equal. A secular country doesn't have a straight religion. Socialist, it means every citizen is treated as equal, no matter to which religion, caste, or creed he belongs to. It also means there is no concentration of power and money between a selected section of people. Democratic, it means a government made up of the people, by the people, and for the people. The citizens of the country participate actively in the political and decision-making process of the government. A citizen of the country who is 18 years or above can vote and choose the representatives of the country. Republic, it means there is no room for hereditary ruler or monarch. The Constitution clearly lays down how a state should work for the welfare of its people. These are called directive principles. Some of the directive principles for the state are ensuring work for every citizen, providing free and compulsory education for all children up to 14 years of age, to ensure that no one is exploited on the basis of wealth, religion, or caste, and to provide basic living conditions for people. So, children, India is a proud and sovereign country. We are the largest democracy in the world. We have a government which is made up of the people, by the people, for the people. And we can proudly say India is a secular country. In our country, all religions are respected and treated as equal. And our belief is united we stand, divided we fall. Thank you.